here, and today is day 7 of our 21-day core and booty challenge. All you're going to need today is one dumbbell, probably medium sized if you have it, and that's it. So let's go ahead and get started on all fours. We're going to come in to start with twisted mountain climbers. So we're going to come into that high plank, legs are straight behind us, shoulders are pulled down our back. We're going to take our right knee to our left elbow, and then you'll come to center, left knee to right elbow, center. Now you can stay with that, or you can go ahead and take it to a little hop and hold. So I want us to hop and hold. So don't just think throw that knee over. Give it a second, squeeze that lower abs, showing control. One more each side. Very good, hopping on up now. We're gonna go ahead and take a reverse lunge to a kick. So you're gonna step back with that right side, and you're gonna go ahead and stand and kick. Step back, stand, and kick. So we're just gonna go back through these. This one I want it to be a little bit faster. So for this one, we're showing control, staying down, but we're coming right back up, right back down, making sure we're working those quads and those glutes. One more. Good, switching side, stepping it back now. Left leg goes back, left leg kicks forward. So while you're doing these, also working a little balance. So if you're having balance issues, go next to a wall so you can use that. But I really want us to focus on the front glute. So your right glute is firing to make sure that you're staying nice and low. 2 more. Then we're going to need that weight next. And 10. Good. Grabbing your weight. Pullovers to a bridge pulse. So we're going to take our dumbbell, coming down to our back. So you're going to go ahead, come down, lay on your back. Hips are down. We're going to go ahead, lift those hips up. Weight is going to go overhead. You're going to keep yourself up. Actually, you're going to lower your hips back down. Just kidding. Keep those hips down. We're going to do our pullover, pulling those shoulders back, down your back. Pull the weight above your chest. Bridge pulse, lift up with those hips, lower back down. And then arms stay straight, going behind the head, keeping those, what you're going to be doing is you're going to be keeping your transverse abdominis, which is your deepest abdominis muscle, and you're going to make sure that you're really pushing that low back to the floor as you straighten those arms overhead. Those arms, if you're not being able to straighten fully out overhead, you're going to have a little elbow bend. So I know that there's sometimes shoulder injuries and some other issues with those arms being straight. So making sure you're doing the best that you can, and this is a core move, this pullover. So if you're doing it right, you really should feel it in your core. We got 2 more. 1 more, so that hip lift with that bridge, you're pushing through those heels, bringing that weight to the chest, and you can slowly roll on up, put the weight off to the side. We got toe dips next. So you're gonna lay back down, and you're gonna go ahead, push that low back to the floor, arms are at your hips, or you can put them up, I kind of like robot arms, either way. You're gonna go ahead, push your low back down, toes are gonna tap the floor, and then you're gonna come back to 90 degrees. So this is really working that lower abdominal muscles if you're keeping the low back down. Now, as you're doing this, if this gets too hard and your low back is coming up, you're gonna go ahead and alternate one side and then the other. So you can either do it with both toes touching if that low back stays down, or continuing alternating sides. We're going to do 4 more. So wherever you're at, we're going to do 4 together. 3, low back stays pushed down. And again, these are nice and slow and controlled, so we're not flying through these. Last one. Good. And then we're going to go ahead and roll on up, coming on to all 4s again. We're going to do high plank alternating step-ups. So you're going to come to that high plank. You're going to step that left foot to the outside of the left hand, back to high plank, right foot outside right hand, high plank. You're going to keep alternating sides, and as you're doing this, you're trying to keep those hips nice and level. So you're really working on those hips staying even, and this is a nice stretch through our hips. 1 more each side. Good. Go ahead and push back down dog. Walking those hands back. Actually, walk those hands back out. High plank. Twisted mountain climbers, we're back to the beginning. Right elbow to left knee, back, alternating sides, really working that core. Now we're going through, this is our 2nd time, we're gonna go through 3 times again today. So we got 3 sets again. 9, 1 more. Now walk those hands back, roll it on up, reverse lunge with those kicks. So we're gonna go ahead and start on that right side again. So stepping back, reverse lunge, stand and kick. So we got 10 kicks on this side, focusing on that left glute. And if you really want to work on the SI joint, stabilizing through those hips. Try to keep your hips nice and level. Maybe even putting your hands on your hips so they both are staying facing forwards, and we're activating through the glutes. One more. Good, now we're gonna go ahead and switch sides. Left leg's going back and kicking forwards. So now this time, that right glute is working, and we're trying to move that left hip like it's coming forwards, so we're getting good stabilization there. 4 to go, also getting your heart rate up a little. Last 2. Last one. Good. Now you're going to go ahead and grab your dumbbell again and lay down on your back, pushing that low back down. Dumbbell overhead, straightening those arms back, using your core, pulling yourself back above the chest, hip lift, and then repeat. So arms stay nice and straight, low back stays pushed down, pushing through those heels as you do your bridge pulse. So staying here, and you want to exhale as you pull the weight right above your chest. So inhale to lengthen the weight above your head, exhale to pull the weight above the chest. So stand with me, we're halfway now. So this is our workout for the day. So this is our little core and booty move, or movement. Last 2. Last 1. All right, go ahead and lower that weight off to the side gently. Toe dips are next, so you're gonna go ahead, legs are up at 90, and either both toes or one at a time, touching to the top of the mat, and then coming back to that 90 degrees. Low back stays pushed down, really working that core. Exhaling as you pull them back to 90. Inhale to lower. Halfway. You should be proud that you are almost done with this one today. 2. Last one. Very good. Rolling on up. Coming to your high plank once more. High plank step-ups. Left foot coming up, back to center. Now as you're doing this, if your foot only comes to here, just go there. You don't have to go all the way up to the outside of that hand. So you're going up as high as you can, and you're trying to keep your heel down. So when you come up, you're trying to keep that heel down so those hips are opening. One more each side. Very good. Go ahead and drop to the knees. Shake out those wrists really quick. And we're going to do twisted mountain climbers last time through this little circuit for the day. So coming back now up to our high plank, left knee to right elbow, alternating sides, holding that twist, making sure you're breathing. One more on each side. Good, push it back, down dog, walk those hands back, rolling on up, reverse lunge to that front kick, right side goes back first, so kicking it forwards. Pushing through your left heel as you stand, because again, working through that heel really helps activate the glutes. So really making sure you're staying nice and strong there. 3 to go. 2, last one. Good, other side. Left leg goes back. This time, pushing through that right heel. If you want to do a little inside part of the foot, that activates a little more inner thigh. So just kind of playing around with that. Where's your balance? What muscles feel really strong? What might you want to work on more? 2 more. Last one. Very good. You're going to go ahead, back to the floor, grab your dumbbell, pullovers with the bridge pulse. So laying down to your back, arms lift up, and go ahead and push that low back down. Straighten those arms back behind you. Exhale, pulling to the chest height, hips lift and lower. Repeat. So we're going to keep this nice and strong. Really try to dig in to those lower abdominal muscles and really making sure you're using your breath to help. So that exhale can help you. Inhale to lengthen, exhale to pull to center. Make sure we're firing on all cylinders. 2 more. Because I know sometimes when we do core work, we sometimes forget to breathe. And done. Placing that dumbbell off to the side. And back to those toe dips. 90 degrees, arms straight up. And go ahead and tap and lift. So now the third round of these, you might really start to be like, oh, I really got to focus on keeping that low back down. Because I know for me, my low back is like, oh, yep, I want to come up now, which then we're losing that connection to the core. So really focus on that nice and strong, and don't just go through the motions. Really try to engage those muscles, because that's also what this is about, is engaging those muscles. One more. Very good. Rolling on up. Last move. High plank, alternating step-ups. So taking that left foot to the outside of the left hand, high plank. So our last round here, really focusing on those hips. Don't let those hips drop. And by drop, I mean like this. So if you're looking like this, that's more of a yoga, kind of stretch. I want us nice and strong so that SI joint stays nice and healthy. We're going to do one more on each side. And pushing it back, down dog. Pedaling out those heels, stretching it out. Feels kind of nice. Woo! And then dropping down to those knees. And we made it. Made it through another workout. Great job, everyone. I'll see you at the next one.